guys. What's up? Thank y'all for being here. Hold on one second for me. All right, I'm back. Hi. Hey, mods. Thank y'all for being here, Tiffany and Rose. This is going to be a quick live, guys. I promise it's a quick pop in, okay? And I need to get me a damn nap because listen, I'm tired, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, so shout out to everyone in the bushes, shout out to everyone in the chat. Everything said in this video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's get into the mess. All right, let's share. What am I doing? All right. Yeah, we ain't gonna hold you guys long. All right, so according to Baller Alert, you guys, Simon, according to 1 hour ago, Simon Gubadia, honey, has spoken out, is snapping off, and is still talking about his regret in terms of marrying and meeting Portia, you guys. This is like a nightmare on Elm Street for him. Simon Gubadia regrets marrying Portia Williams and says that I was out of my goddamn mind. Okay, I said that way because I don't like to say that. So it said that the whirlwind romance between Simon Gubadia and Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams has officially crashed and burned, and Simon isn't holding back on how he's really feeling. Now, after just 15 months of marriage, the multimillionaire is opening up about the deep regret that he has over the entire relationship, calling the union a financial target. Says from the very beginning. Now, says that Simon admitted that he was totally blindsided when Portia filed for divorce, describing the move as a coup that left him searching for answers and she refused to give. It says that in the moment of frustration that he even texted her, and their entire relationship was nothing more than a $5 million rehab project that he was foolish enough to take on. It says that getting engaged in 30 days says, who does that? He goes on to say that I was out of my god-darn mind to have done that. So, of course, says that I'm paying dearly for it. He said, reflecting on how quickly things moved after Portia first slid into his DMs following his split from Fallon Pena. Y'all know that he and Fallon were married. And very soon thereafter, he started fooling with Portia. See, that's why you should have invited Portia to your house when she was over there twerking in your pool and you standing back watching her. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was getting your eyes on her so she could make her move. All right. Then she slid in them DMs talking about she want to pray with you because you're so sad about your breakup from Fallon. See how she reeled you in with the bullshit? It said that the fallout of the divorce is proving to be a massive financial hit for Gubadia under the terms of their prenup, which Simon says he plans to appeal 1,000% all the way to the Supreme Court if he has to. Says that he is on the hook for $40,000 a month in alimony. Now, this adds up to a staggering $560,000 over the duration of their marriage. On top of the monthly payments, Portia is reportedly allowed to stay in the Atlanta marital home for up to 36 months, with Simon covering every expense, including the mortgage. Now, said that if she decides to keep the house, then she can refinance it in her name and walk away with 50% of the equity. So for Simon, they says that this outcome only proves his theory that he was exploited for his wealth. He noted that while he has honored prenups in the past, that he's fighting this one because he realized that he was being targeted for his pockets from day one. I mean, here we go on Valentine's Day. Maybe he's sitting around single and just thinking like, damn, I could have had somebody. I could have been booed up or whatnot. Or maybe he's just missing Portia. Because I think he was feeling her more than she was feeling him. I'm going to be honest. I think he was feeling Portia more than she was feeling him. And I think Portia was more so feeling the lifestyle that he can provide in terms of money. And y'all know she was getting that $40,000 after the marriage and $30,000 while they were dating, which that shit is insane. I don't know how she pulled that off. But she did get a one-up on him in court, and it said that she could stay in the house. And he was said to have to pay everything. But once he got deported, he was like, I'm not paying shit. But he is sitting back and he's thinking about all of this. He is thinking of all of his regrets. And he says he wished he never met her. And he must have been out of his damn mind in order to meet her, marry her, and agree to all of these things that they agreed to. So Portia's probably somewhere with her boo. Y'all know she's dating a female now. Okay, Sway the Pro, which is her name. And she's out enjoying her best life, probably not even thinking about Simon. But Simon is sitting back feeling a little nostalgic on this Valentine's Day. And he decided 1 hour ago, honey, to make a post and talk about his feelings on marrying Portia. What do y'all think about that? Let's move along, child. That's a hot mess. I hate that for him. I mean, that's why you got to be careful who you meet and who you jump into relationships with. And he jumped into that with Portia very, very quickly. Yes, child. He is Carl Thomas over there. I wish I never met her at all. When I saw that immediately, I said, yeah, I got to put that on my thumbnail. Because I was feeling a little petty. But let's get into this next topic. Y'all remember Stephen Twitch Boss that used to be on the Ellen Show, the black guy who was up there dancing, and he was also a DJ. His ex, but now widow, we call her a widow because y'all know he took his life, okay, by way of pow, in the head. So Allison Holker and Adam Edmond are engaged. So she quickly started dating someone after Twitch passed away. She also was doing a tell-all book and all of that, talking about how he was on drugs and how he was hiding drugs in the house after he passed away. She found drugs. Y'all remember we covered that, but she very quickly got in a relationship with someone after he passed away as well. I thought that was a little soon, but hey, you can't tell a person how long they should grieve or when they should move on. But she is engaged. She has announced, okay, to get married after surprise proposal during her birthday party. Okay. So the professional dancer announced that she and Adam Edmond are officially engaged a little over a year after going public with their romance. I feel like she might have been seeing him during the time. I just do. I don't know. Something in me. When I first covered this, I was like, she was probably seeing old boy during the time that she and Twitch, because she and Twitch were having some issues prior to his death. It could have been that he found out that she had moved on or was seeing someone else, and he decided, hey, what else do I have to live for? In addition to alleged financial issues, because it was said that he had gotten himself involved in some type of financial scam or scheme or something like that. But who knows what the hell was going on, right? So Allison Holker and Adam Edmonds are engaged. She announced via Instagram on Thursday, February the 12th. The couple went public with their relationship in September of 2024. As you guys know, Twitch passed away in 2022, right? So Holker was previously married to Stephen Twitch Boss before his death in December of 2022. What do you guys think about that? This is him proposing to her. She seemed to be happy, child. She done left black and went on back to white, honey. Nothing wrong with it. Date who you want to. But I don't know. I don't really feel no way about it, to be honest, but it's news. She is engaged, so she's about to be remarried again after Stephen Twitch Boss. And like I said, I feel like she was seeing this guy during the time that she and Stephen were together. I feel like she might have been seeing him on the side or entertaining conversations, whatever. But whatever the case may be, Stephen's Twitch Boss did decide to end his life. We probably will never know why, but there have been lots of speculation where he was involved in some money situations. You guys know they found him in a hotel room with a bullet in his dome, where they said that he took his own life. But who knows? She said he took off walking that morning and didn't say anything to her. And the next time she heard anything, they found him in a hotel room, with his brain splattered everywhere. So I don't know. But that is the news on that. I don't care to read all of that. But so y'all can sound off. Please sound off on what y'all think. Let's get into this Married to Medicine news, because the wives from the husbands on Married to Medicine, they have written out declarations to their husband on this good Valentine's Day. Okay, Dr. Jackie's message to Curtis kind of stuck out to me the most. We'll get to that in a second, but let's get into it. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. All right, so Toya says to her husband, Dr. Eugene, she says, Dear Eugene, I wanted to write you a little love note to remind you how we began. We wrote to each other daily as we dated, and I will never forget how much those letters meant to me 16 years ago. I need you, I appreciate you, and I love you. I don't always say how much I'm thinking of you, but I wanted you to know you're on my mind. So that you are such a blessing from God, and nobody on earth can come between what God has ordained. I heard him loud as day when he said that you were for me. You are you soften me and inspire me with your wisdom. It goes on to say that you hold on. Why did they chop this like this? Hold on. Okay. You soften me and inspire me with your wisdom. You always make our family proud. Thank you for loving me. Happy Valentine's Day. Now, Toya don't always wait till Valentine's Day. And I said this in my other video. Valentine's Day is just a day. It's just a day that they ordained it. It will be a day of love. All this shit right here that you're saying to Eugene, should be said every day. You should tell him every day you appreciate him, because he does break his back and work hard for you and the kids so that you guys can live comfortably and live, and be debt free and have a really nice life. I feel like Eugene really does love Toya. I think a lot of the issues that people see from the outside looking in is that Toya does talk to him very disrespectfully. So it's nice that she is, declaring her love for him, which, like I said, you should do it every day. Valentine's Day is every day in my house. I mean, you don't have to wait to February 14th to bring me no fucking flowers. You can bring them every day. You can bring me a card. I hide cards in the bathroom for my husband. He can go in the bathroom and brush his teeth, and there's a card sitting there. So it's nothing, it's nothing for me to do that in my home or, for that type of interaction. So I don't wait till February 14th. That's every day. Okay. Let's get into Heavenly Child. Lord. Precious Lord, take my hand as I read this one, okay? So she says, Dr. Damon, I thank God every day for you, my partner, my safe place, and one of the greatest blessings in my life. Our marriage is covered by grace, strengthened by prayer, and built on love, laughter, and trust. Though every season you have been steady, supportive, and unwavering, always leading our family with humility and heart. You see me fully, love me deeply, and remind me to stay grounded when life gets loud. I don't take for granted the covenant we share or the life that we built together. Says that walking through life with you is a joy and loving you is a gift. I thank God for you today and always. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So let's get into Scott. Scott and Contessa. Okay. She says, my dearest Scott, as I look back on our more than 20 years together, I am so grateful for the life that we've built and the love that has carried us through every season. I still think about how you left everything familiar in Michigan to follow me to Georgia when the military moved us, trusting that our marriage and our future were worth the leap. Says that faith in us laid the foundation through every challenge and new chapter. You have remained my partner and my constant. I am so thankful for your sacrifices, your loyalty, and the love that you show our family every day. More than 20 years later, I still choose you, and I am excited for the memories still ahead of us. No matter where life takes us next, I am grateful we will face it side by side. Love, ad infinitum. Text, okay? So she signs off as that. Y'all know at one point they were going to divorce. She had been talking about divorcing him. Actually, she filed for divorce and she retracted it. And that's T right there. So she did do that. Y'all can look that up. That's definitely Googleable. But she did file for divorce from Scott once it was said that he may have stepped out or may have been seeing or entertaining someone via text message conversations. And she did go back and retract her divorce from him. So they decided to stay together. You guys also know Dr. Simone had filed at one point divorce on Cecil, and she retracted hers as well. So they've been having some issues. Y'all know Dr. Jackie and her husband Curtis. They've been having some issues where Curtis stepped out and cheated and was cheating for 2 years, and Jackie decided to stay with him as well. So these women are declaring their love for their husbands. Let's get into Dr. Simone and Cecil. All right. Simone says to Cecil, dear Cecil, I hope you know how blessed I am to have you as my husband. When I look back on our journey, there's growth, resilience, and love that refuse to quit, even when things weren't easy. We've had our peaks and our valleys, but through it all, we stood the test of time. 30 years, here we come. Love, Simone. So she was straight to the point. She didn't do no long, drawn out. She let them know how she feels. So great for them. They're still hanging in there. Okay. So shout out to them. Let's get into the newest doctor on Married to Medicine, Dr. Mimi, and her husband, Steve. She has to say to him, dear Steve, my love, after 11 years of marriage, I'm still deeply grateful for you. Said that you continue to lead our family through strength, wisdom, and integrity, loving me with intention and covering our children with patience and presence. I admire how you learn my heart. I admire how you learn my heart again and again, even as I evolve, and how our marriage, while not perfect, is pure, chosen, daily, and rooted in covenant, not convenience. Ooh, I like that. Said that thank you for being my partner, my safe space or place rather, and my desire. Come on. Said that our love, grounded in faith, continues to deepen, proving that healthy, passionate, God-honoring love not only exists, it grows richer with time. Happy Valentine's Day. I like that. Okay. I like that. All right, let's get into this one, Lord. Y'all ready for this? Dr. Jackie and Curtis. Dr. Jackie says to Curtis, I'm thrown off by this Nene Leaks meme over here. Especially as I'm getting to this one right here. Look at Nene, y'all. This is throwing me off. Cut it out, Nene. All right, so she says, my dearest Curtis, loving you has been one of the greatest blessings and hardest assignments of my life. My God. So that we have faced moments that could have broken us. Breast cancer that tested my body and our faith. Infertility that broke our hearts in quiet ways, and very public disagreements that left no room to hide or pretend. There were days filled with fear, grief, and disappointment, and days filled with laughter, gratitude, and deep joy when we realized that we were standing together. Through sickness, loss, and scrutiny, we learned that love is not perfection, it's presence. It is choosing each other when it would be easier to walk away, offering grace when pain makes it hard, and growing into better versions of ourselves through honesty. And I love you for staying, growing, and choosing us even when it was hard. Our story is proof that healing, forgiveness, and real love are possible when two people refuse to give up. Let's go back up here. I love you for staying. He's the motherfucker that cheated. I'm sorry. Right? You love him for staying. Your ass should have left. I'm talking about you love him for staying. That's something he should have said to you. Like, Jackie, I love you for staying, because he ain't nothing but a damn high school basketball coach. I'm pretty sure his lifestyle would not have been the same had he not been married to Jackie, who is a doctor and who also get Bravo checks, right? You would not have been on the show if it wasn't for Jackie. So I feel like, Jackie, I feel like he should have been saying to Jackie, I love you for staying. All right. There were some things that really stuck out to me in what Jackie had to say to him, though. Okay. Loving you has been the greatest blessing and hardest assignment of my life. Like, Curtis, you've been taking Jackie through some shit over there, right? And we did see on the show where Jackie broke down and cried when she told Curtis she wanted to have a child, and he said no, absolutely not. Curtis already has a child, all right, an adult child. Now she's adult, and Jackie is a stepmother to that child. We've seen that person on the show as well. And Jackie seems to have a great relationship with said person, but Curtis, it gives that Jackie gives more in this situation than you do, it feels like. Okay. And so she decided to stay with Curtis even after he cheated on her for 2 long years. She didn't even know, y'all. And the only way Jackie knew that Curtis was cheating on her was from social media, when the pictures got leaked and Curtis was sitting at the bar with his arm around this woman. Okay, this younger woman too. And someone just happened to be at the same resort. Okay. And recognized Curtis and snapped a picture and uploaded it to social media, and it spread like wildfire. And that's how Jackie found out. So for 2 years, Curtis was able to cheat under Jackie's nose, unbeknownst to her, and get away with it. Right. And the only way she knew was those pictures got leaked on social media. Imagine that person not recognizing Curtis. Yes, Curtis did cheat. Imagine this person not recognizing Curtis at this resort, and the pictures not being leaked. He probably would have kept seeing this woman, and it would have probably gone on for years. Or he probably would have left Jackie to be with that person. Who knows? But for 2 years, 2 years is a long time. Like, there's feelings involved. Like, it's more than just, I'm gonna come see you and you come and see me, or we go out to dinner. Like, you're out of town at a resort, and we know y'all stayed in the same room. Like, come on. So Jackie, for you to take him back, girl, I applaud you. I would have took him back. I'd have been like, okay, he got that for me. Divorce. Okay, period. I wouldn't stay with him. But shout out to Jackie, honey, because you're a strong one. Let's get into this next one. Brandy, which is also a new one, on a new doctor on Married to Medicine. She says to her husband Shamar, says, we've literally grown up together from meeting in middle school, falling in love in college, to 10 years of marriage and 4 incredible children. You are my best friend, my biggest supporter, and the person who has walked with me through life's hardest challenges without ever letting go. Loving you is the easiest thing I've ever done, and there is no version of this life where I don't choose you. I love you, Brandy. I love that. Oh, love is just so mushy, right? What do y'all think about that? The one that stood out to me the most, as I was saying, though, is Dr. Jackie. But I'm happy that all of these women were able to find love. They decided to stay in their marriages for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm not a spin the block type of chick. When I'm done, I'm done. But hey, shout out to them for doing what they felt they need to do for their heart, for their reason, for whatever reason. Okay, I don't know. But you guys sound off on what y'all think. Okay. Say what Nene do. No, I was saying this meme with Nene, as I'm reading, my eyes kept going over with Nene, with some of the things that was being said, like Nene's rolling her eyes like, all right. So it kept throwing me off a bit, especially when I was reading Dr. Jackie's post. Oh my God. Okay. All right, let's get into the last topic because this is a poppy, and you guys know poppies are not long. Let's get into Shawndrecca Robinson, who you guys know from Kandi and the Gang, who is also dating Marquez from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Now she says that she never thought that Kandi and Todd would have got divorced. Now she knows them very, very personal because she used to work for them. And she's like family to them as well. She worked at Kandi's Restaurants, OLG, for quite some time before the show got canceled and all of that. She has her own podcast, her own business now. She's doing well for herself. She's in a new relationship with Marquez. They seem to be happy and doing well. There are rumors that they will be making an appearance on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But let's get into what she had to say about Kandi and Todd. So shout out to No Chaser TV. Said that Shawndrecca exclusively tells us her reaction to the news that her former bosses, Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker, are divorcing. Let's get into this. Okay. I like Shawndrecca. I like her. She seems very cool and down to earth. So yeah, I love that she has moved on with Marquez, because he definitely needed a strong woman, somebody that he, to love on him. Because y'all know he was still at one point kind of crushing over Trish, like he was still in his feelings that Trish moved on to Ken, and I feel like he still was in love with Trish, or or whatever the case may be. But he's found someone else, and he seems to be happy. But let's get into what she had to say. Let's go.
A little bit in the news, your former bosses are no longer together. And did that come to a shock to you and some of your other castmates, or is it something that like you could have seen coming, even just working with them briefly?
Honestly, I would have never thought in like a million years, because I always just felt like she was just the original Real Housewives. Because I feel like Housewives of Atlanta, none of them was married. Yeah. And as long as Kandi was married and held it down, I was like, I love her. I love her. And like, that's what real relationships is, and being in love. And, they don't want to shed light on that. But it's like, when it ended, I was like, now who do we have to look up for? Like, who relationship is strong and is lasting? It's not about the money, and it's not about this and about that. We don't really have anybody else. So I was definitely hurt.
A lot of people who do them personally. I mean, shit, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first heard they were getting divorced, I was like, no, they need to work it out. But now, as I'm starting to hear things along the way, I'm just like, yeah, Kandi, go ahead. I don't want to get far away from Todd, because like this woman allowed you to have a whole threesome and you still stepped out and cheated. Like, that just didn't give a hot damn, right? It was very disrespectful. So I agree, Kandi. I'm glad that you're moving on, girl. Okay. And not to say that Kandi's without fault, because I mean, it's a marriage, it takes two. And it sounds like the both of them are doing things. And I kind of touched on that before. Y'all know that Todd is seeking full custody of the kids. He's making a digital footprint by way of social media, with posting the kids every day. This whole daddy daycare thing. Kandi said that's all cap and bullshit. That she has a full-time nanny she pays for. Todd did just come out a couple days ago, or if not day before yesterday, to say that Kandi called her family over there to the house to pack up all of his things. Obviously, he wasn't there when it happened, but he says that Kandi called her family and her cousins and people over to her home to pack up Todd's belongings and move them over to the guest house, because she no longer wanted him in the house with her. So it sounds like things are just that bad. All right. So he did blast her on that. Again, I said in my other video, I feel like that may hurt Kandi slightly, because according to the prenup, he is allowed to stay in the house. They didn't say guest house. I mean, y'all know child technicalities. Y'all know that. Okay. According to the prenup, it says that Todd is allowed to stay in the marital home up until a year after the divorce is finalized. That you guys are not finalized. You guys are still fighting in court. So this could bruise you, Kandi, a little bit. And plus, that is an illegal eviction. You cannot do that. If you want him out of the house, you do have to go through the courts. I know he's getting on your nerves. I know you don't want to look at him. Just the sight of him knowing he's stepping out cheating, he's public with other women. All of that shit can piss you off. But you do have to follow all of the legalities when you have prenups and legal, things set in place for said divorce. You just have to, as much as you're heartbroken and as much as you're trying to put on a happy face, after all the things. And I'm sure Todd is being very petty behind the scenes. I'm sure Kandi's probably doing some things behind the scenes as well. We don't know what these people do in their homes until they actually announce it and we see it on social media. But in the beginning, I was very sad to hear that they got divorced, because on the outside looking in, you thought that they were two happily married couple. We knew they were extra freaky, had threesomes and stuff like that. So never in a million years would I have thought that I would have heard that Kandi and Todd would be getting a divorce. But I feel like every day that passes by, it's getting worse and worse, right? Every time they announce it's getting worse and worse. This is going to be one of the nastiest divorces. And I don't want to speak it into existence, but from what we see and from what we continue to see in this situation, it's getting bad, right? So, yeah, Kandi, that might hurt you just a little bit. You might have to pay. He might use that to his advantage to get a coin, because he's looking for any loophole, any type of way to get money out of Kandi. Because he was saying it again, I don't want your money. That's all y'all. That's you and your mama talk about. But now it seems like in the end, when the two of them are going their separate ways, it gives that Todd is looking for loopholes to get some money. He knows what Kandi is worth, right? He's looking at her like she's got this huge mansion and the whole guest house with an indoor pool, and she's driving a Bentley truck, and like she got some money. Like she paid cash money for a whole SUV for him and a sports car. So she's bought Todd too. She bought him 2 cars since they've been married. Like a real, and I'm talking about like really, really nice. And I'm talking about tricked out. So not only did you purchase it, you also spent extra thousands of dollars to trick these vehicles out for him. And here you guys are in this situation. So Todd, you've been able to live a very plush lifestyle that you probably would have never been able to live had you been with anyone else. But because Kandi is so established, she's very headstrong. She's very business minded. She was already, she already had her own shit. So here he comes in asking for equity in her home that she had already owned. And now you're asking for, I feel like he wanted these kids more so for his financial gain as well, because now you're asking for full custody, which that would give you child support for 2 children, right? And so many other things. Like, I don't know. That would piss me off. But y'all sound off. Shout out to Shawndrecca. Again, she did used to work for Kandi at OLG. And she was like I think the hostess for Kandi and the Gang on the show, but she is like family to Kandi and Todd. So yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. Y'all sound off on the topics that we discussed. Okay. I despise a man who try to go after the bag. Like, you're a fucking man. Like, go and work and do what you need to do. That's the same thing I said about Mary J. Blige husband, Kendu. He did the same thing. Wanted Mary J. Blige to pay off his child support for his kids and to take care of his mom and laundry bills and spousal support and shit like that. When they got divorced, Mary had to pay him $30,000 for, I think it was like 3 or 4 years. She was pissed about that. So Mary was forced to be on tour to keep up with these damn alimony payments to her now ex-husband. Let's not forget about most recently, I told you guys about Drew Sidora, where she and Ralph had to go to court, and Ralph was asking for spousal. He wanted to know what was in Drew's bank account, and the judge denied all of that, right? The judge denied all of that. So shout out to them for that. We already know Martell tried that same shit with Melody, wanting the kids full time. We already know that Martell was asking for a part of Sugar Mama's line and all of that. It's crazy. These new age men now are really starting to be something else when it comes to watching these women who they marry, who are very prominent women, and they're having their own businesses and doing their own thing, and they come up and start making all of this money, and they're sitting back watching and pocket watching, and the first thing they want is the money. That's why I keep telling you, when you meet someone, make sure you can have an account together to like pay bills, but always, and that's something my mother always taught me, always have your own account where no one else has access to, where you can have your own shit just in case something goes left. You can make a move. You can do what you need to do. You ain't got to be fighting nobody for running and pulling your money up out of the account, because people do that, right? People do that. You in love now, but as soon as shit go rocky, that's what happens under that good old pocketbook. They go for that money. So yeah, that's a lesson to be taught. Thank you guys so much for joining this video. We're gonna let you guys go. Please sign off on all the topics. Please like the video, hype up the video, subscribe to the channel. Also check out Real's World. Thank you so much to my top flight mods, Rose Armstead. Thank you, True TV Podcast, and Tiffany Thomas for doing an awesome job. Thank you to my Caramelians, all the content creators in the chat as well. Thank you guys for stopping by. And I will see you guys on the next one. If you guys do not see me later on today, you will definitely see me on tomorrow. Okay, I will definitely be tapping in on tomorrow. But you guys have a wonderful day. Until the next video, bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They're deceived with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Dreams, I push a mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.